Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Dave Rogers with Meet the Content Creator. Hello, Konni.
Hello, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing great. Konni, do me a little favor and introduce yourself to the audience and share why did you decide to be a content creator?
Well, my name is actually my go-by is Konni with a K. So that's how kind of the world knows me, certainly different segments of the world. So it's kind of fun. I was in the financial industry for decades, and I was fortunate enough to be part of innovative products and ideas and asset classes. Being in the investment in the financial industry, friends tend to come to you with various questions and, can you tell me a little bit about, or can you please guide me through this, and what does this mean, and those kinds of things. Well, over time, of course, as we all got older, what was happening is people were coming to me after a loved one had passed away. And they, their documents weren't in order, or, Susie Snowflake, the sister, was unhappy, or the bank was needing this, and how do we do that? So there was a lot of questions surrounding that. And I didn't, I certainly did what I could. And, but it started coming more and more frequently. And I just thought to myself, it's heartbreaking when families are torn apart after the loss of a loved one, particularly a parent or a sibling. And I thought, is there a way that I can help mitigate that risk and that miscommunication among family members? So I thought about it, and I thought, well, I will put up a course and I will give people the option and the opportunity to learn some tools and tricks of the trade to have that conversation. Because most people know, yes, I have to do it, but they don't want to, because it's no fun to have this conversation, right? So, so I've put together some tools and a little bit of a roadmap for people to get some guidance on how to start that family conversation. And hopefully it will help, deter or circumvent the 6 months down the road after, and everybody's fighting and you're losing more family members than just the loss of your life.
So it's almost like a survivor's guide to surviving. Survivor's guide to surviving beloveds and loved ones.
Right, the survivor's guide to keeping your family together after, a loved one passes, and how to navigate that, because it's scary. It's very scary.
And it's in people are so energetically charged in that circumstances that it's truly not them necessarily. It's the reptilian part, it's the fear, it's the
right.
It's the missing out, it's the
right.
It's the anger, it's all of those hidden emotions that get triggered by somebody passing over.
Absolutely. And the hardest part about it is when all of a sudden you're thrown into a position of, okay, I'm the executor of this will. It is my responsibility to make sure that this all gets taken care of. And so you're not only grieving, but now you're navigating the business end of, the estate documents and the estate plan that your loved one wanted to have their assets distributed X, Y, and Z. And now they're grieving, they're trying to deal with that. And invariably, if it is not crystal clear and transparent, then, it's always the executor's fault, because the executor never knows what he's doing, and the executor, so it gets tense. And it's heartbreaking. It really is heartbreaking to be on the outside looking in.
And so it sounds like your product, which is a combination of a workbook, of a video series, of some questions, assists people to go through that process, perhaps give them some indications of the bumps in the road, and perhaps even some communication strategies to move forward?
Well, the first course that I've put up is all about communication strategies and tools to help start that conversation. Now, as you can well imagine, I have people going, well, what about when you're already in it? Can't you put together a course for when we're already in it? So, so I'm working on developing that content too. And it's wonderful that people are taking such an interest in it, and that they have, just like the reptilian brain, when they're fear and they don't want to, they're breaking through that, and they're showing the courage to say, I could really use some help in having this conversation. So that's big too. So we'll see what I come up with after the fact, when people are in the throes of it, and how to navigate that sequence of events and do that, the business end of it.
Well, it sounds like it's really timely to be a content creator, especially in this space. Congratulations on getting through the first one, because it sounds like it could be a series of products also. What are one or two ways that people could reach out to you, or is your product now accessible online, or what would be the easiest way?
The course is accessible online. It's on the Tony Robbins platform, which is mastermind.com. And I can, if you want to go directly to my landing page, it's course.kmhunlimited.com, and that will take you to the landing page and give you some idea of what the course is all about. You can also reach out to me directly at Konni, Konni, at kmhunlimited.com. And or call me. I am available to the point where it makes sense and can fit in with your schedule as well.
Okay, so we're going to put these details, these links in the comments below. So folks, anyone who is thinking ahead, or perhaps involved in the survivorship of a beloved, this would be a wonderful opportunity for you to reach out. And I guess one of my fun questions is, if this could get into the hands of somebody around the world, you're already connected with the Tony Robbins and Tony Robbins Foundation. Is there someone else that you would like to sort of wave the flag and say, come, take a look at this, let's talk about this? Who would that type of marketing person be for you?
Every estate attorney on the planet, because they do not want to deal with the inner workings and the inner dynamics of the families. So all of a sudden, I have become a little bit of their hero, because I'm that go-between between giving information and going to get these documents actually created. So, as far as the estate attorneys are concerned, I am their go-to girl.
Okay, so that's a little bit about casting out with a net. So it's any real estate sort of estate attorney. Now let's go precision, as in you're doing a little fly fishing, and you don't need to give me the full name if you don't want, or you could give me the name of somebody specifically, or a firm that maybe you're aware of that you would like to maybe just throw it out to the universe with precision. That hey, let's have a chat. Who would that be in your eye space?
I am in the Chicagoland area, and I am working with, or have worked with, a elder works group. So any of the elder attorneys in the Chicagoland area that needs help, navigating with the family. The other thing that I'm doing, as a little bit of a side note, in wanting to give back, because I've worked with nonprofits in the past, what I'm doing is I'm partnering with nonprofits throughout the year. And what's happening is I give 10% of all course proceeds back to that nonprofit that I'm partnering with for that period of time. So it's a nice way to give back. And it makes people kind of feel good when they're taking the course, as well as having it be, a little bit of a challenge.
Very good. Well, let's bring this bit to a close. I'm just going to reach out to anyone who's watching this, who might have a friend or going through it themselves. Reach out to Konni. It'll be great. Hit the links below, share, and express some love that way. And Konni, as we wrap it up, what would be sort of infusing in the essence of your product, your content creation? What's a parting message that you would love to share?
You need to get this done. It's scary. It's awful. Let me hold your hand through the process so you can start it and get the ultimate goal of getting these documents in place with your attorney. It's scary. I get it. I've lived it. I understand it. I can help you. I promise.
Very good. Thank you very much, Konni. Appreciate your
Thank you.
time and have a wonderful week and month ahead.
Thank you, Dave. You as well. Take care.